One question we get a lot is when folks should update their estate plan. And so I wanted to take just a couple minutes and go through when we think you should look at updating your estate plan and then how to do it. Because there's a lot of things that you can do to make sure your estate plan is up to date that don't involve dealing with an attorney. So first of all, let's talk about when you should update your estate plan. Now, it depends on the complexity of your plan. But if you just have a will and you're not using a trust, then we recommend you look at your estate plan every couple years. We would say 3 at the most. Now, it may be that nothing has changed in your family or your agents or your executor, but it's still a good idea to look at it even when you're just using a will. And the reason is that there's other parts to your estate plan than just the legal documents, or at least there should be. We recommend everyone put together a relational estate plan. And a relational estate plan has the legal documents such as the will, power of attorney. It may also include a revocable trust. It also has practical aspect to it. And we recommend everyone fill out an estate guide and inventory, which is meant to be a practical document to help the executor or agent or trustee implement your plan. And then finally, the relational piece, which is the ethical will, gifts and memories list. So we've got the legal, the practical, and the relational. And even if your legal documents are still up to date and good to go, the practical documents tend to get out of date and need to be updated even more frequently. So if you have a will-based plan, we recommend every 3 years at the maximum. Now, if you have a trust, we think you should look at your plan every year. And that's because a trust needs to be connected to your assets in order to work well. This can be with beneficiary designations or titles, but this tends to get out of date. And in our experience, people, even if they mean to remember to include the trust when they change things or roll over a CD, they frequently forget. So having an annual cadence there with the trust is very important. So now that we've talked about when you should update your estate plan, how do you actually go about doing it? There are certain parts to your estate plan, and mainly the legal documents, that you really need to get help from an attorney to make sure that they're updated correctly. It always makes us cringe when we see somebody that has tried to handwrite changes on a will or other legal document. That causes problems, so please don't do that. If you have parts of the plan that need to be updated that are legal documents, come see us. Go see an attorney you've worked with and make sure that that's done correctly so it actually works. However, other parts of the plan, the practical parts and the relational parts, you can do on your own. And even a lot of the trust funding, if you have a trust, connecting things, you can do on your own. If you've put together a relational estate plan with our team, for example, using a trust, we will have given you detailed instructions for how to handle connecting different assets to your trust. So go back and look at those. And if you feel comfortable with how it's being done and what you're supposed to do, you're all set. However, if you have questions about that, please feel free to reach out. We'd be more than happy to chat with you about it. And if you haven't yet put together a relational estate plan, please give us a call. We'd be happy to help you put one together.